Welcome back, Lorcana and Lumineers. Today's episode, I want to go over the cards we've been teased with from the new set Into the Inklands coming out February 23rd, so please stay tuned as I go over the new cards and how I think they'll fit into a meta, or possibly not, and show off some of my personal favorites. And here is a good example we're going to show off is the new Morph card. There's a lot of talk about him, and like many others, I was very excited when I first seen this, but after some thought, I'm not so sure. He has some amazing ability, which is you may play any character with shift on this character as if this character had any name, letting anyone shift on him, such as Tragic Beast or Giant Tinkerbell, and he's cheap at 2 ink, but he also won't be around very long, not without the proper protection such as bodyguards or the new location Fang from Emerald, which gives a character at that location ward. He'll definitely need ward because with Steel around, he's not going to be around long. Steel's got too many options to wipe him off the board. Even Grab Your Swords is gonna hit him hard. So I'm a little on the fence about Morph at the moment. Seems like a lot of effort to keep the little guy going. Of course, time will tell. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Morph is going to be any good? Do you think he'll see a lot of play? I'm kind of curious what everyone else thinks, so again, just leave a comment down what you think about Morph. Do you like him? Give him a yay or a nay. We recently got a new Jafar, and his ability looks amazing. Jafar, Striking Illusionist, costs 7 ink. He can shift on a 5 and has an awesome ability which reads, during your turn, while this character is gazetted, whenever you draw a card, gain 1 lore. And to top it all off, he's evasive and has 5 health. I believe he's going to be a powerhouse, and you pair him up with something like a whole new world. When you cast that, you're going to get 7 lore. Or if you sing Friends on the Other Side with Merlin Rabbit in play, then bounce him back to your hand. Amethyst Steel, I think maybe the Emperor's New Groove, but again, like everything else, only time will tell. Then we have the new Dalmatian puppies for Amber. There are some unique things going on here. We have the new Pongo, which will help get cards into your hands faster with his ability. Once per turn, pay 2 ink. If it's a character card, put it into your hand. If not, put it on the bottom of your deck. Then we have all the 101 pups called Tail Waggers, which we can have 99 of in our deck. Which makes me wonder, is there another format coming to Lorcana? I hope there is, maybe something like Commander that we see in Magic the Gathering, but who knows at the moment. But either way, this does seem like there could be another format in the works. And again, leave a comment on what you think about having 99 cards in a deck. Do you like that idea? Do you think they're going to be coming out with a new format, or is it just for fun and kicks and giggles? Then there's Lucky, who has 2 abilities. The first lets you search your top 3 cards for a character that costs 2 ink or less, and his second ability, whenever he quests, if you have 4 or more characters in play, they all gain 1 extra lore. And all these little guys have 3 health, so Grab Your Swords is not going to work here. I don't think we'll see Pongo much, at least in the Pup Deck, but Lucky will definitely become a staple if you want to run a Pup Deck. Having so many pups, I feel Rockstar Stitch is going to fare well with them, since they all cost 2 ink, and he's still one of my favorite cards in the game, and being able to flood the board with the pups will be pretty cool and fun to see. Maybe we'll see lanterns used again along with new item Heart of Atlantis. To help you even more, flood the board with more pups by reducing their cost by 1 ink if you're using lanterns, or 2 if you're using the Heart of Atlantis. Then if you play 99 puppies, you can gain a lore for every character that quested. That with Lucky will definitely make for some fast games if you don't have anything to deal with the mass flood of pups. There is definitely some cool possibilities with these cards, and with 3 health each, Grab Your Swords, again, is not going to work here. Which also brings me to probably my favorite card recently revealed, the Chernabog, which, I'm sorry, I probably just butchered that name, but this card reminds me of Goliath from Gargoyles, so I definitely love this artwork. I'm a huge fan of Gargoyles, and yeah, he really looks like Goliath, I think. But having him run with the pups will ensure that if your opponent uses Be Prepared, he'll get very angry with his ability. For every character card in your discard pile, you may pay 1 less to play this character. And you will get to refresh your deck with his other ability. When you play this character, shuffle all character cards from your discard into your deck, bringing all them pups back. I wonder if we'll see a less of Be Prepared being around, because with him around, you know, he's just going to bring them all back. I mean, yeah, Be Prepared is still going to be around, but I kind of wonder, you know, maybe not. Another card that I really like for Amber is the Bare Necessities. Chosen opponent reveals their hand and discards a non-character card of your choice. Anything that lets me choose what to discard from my opponent is most definitely welcome, and as you will see, I think this will become popular with the new items we'll be getting with this set. I'm a huge fan of the Prince John discard deck, and I would love to see an Amber Emerald discard that can run efficiently, and having the new Cursed Merfolk also fits well with this theme for Emerald. I am happy to see a 1 ink 2 lore card for Emerald that makes your opponent discard when challenged. Prince John loves the Merfolk. And I don't know if Amber Emerald will outdo Steel in the discard category, but personally, I hope it does. I love this song for Amber, and I don't know, but maybe we'll see an Amber Emerald song discard deck. Now that would be pretty cool. I would be totally down for that. And what do you guys think? Is there other people out there that love playing the discard decks? I'm sure there's a lot of that don't like to play against them. I know they can be frustrating, but at the same time, they are fun to run, and it is a format in the game. So it isn't going anywhere. It's going to be around, and I hope, just like I said, maybe we'll see a Amber Emerald song discard deck. That would be pretty cool. And for Steel, what can I say? For 4 ink, we have Mickey Mouse Trumpeter, and he has an amazing ability and will definitely need to be protected. Exert him and pay 2 ink to play a character for free. Now that's insane. We can see a Maleficent Dragon on turn 5 or a Tamatoa. Either way, for 2 ink, you can get a big and out at a discounted price. So I do believe we're going to be seeing a lot of the Trumpeter in a lot of decks. Why not? Of course, like Morph, though, he will need protection. He will definitely need a bodyguard or ward, or maybe you just get the one use out of him, but that might be all. That's all that's needed. We've also gotten some really cool Ducktail cards revealed recently, and man, oh man, I love it. For 7 ink, shiftable at 5, we have Magica, who was one of my favorite villains from back in the 90s, and I think she may become part of a meta along with Scrooge's Lucky Dime. Her ability, whenever this character quests, gain lore equal to the cost of one of your items in play, almost seems broken if you have Scrooge's Lucky Dime out, and you don't have to discard it, so this can be repeated. That just seems so insane. Scrooge's Lucky Dime costs 7 ink, so when you quest with Magica, that's 7 lore. Now that is going to be, that's a lot of lore just for 1 card, or maybe 2 I guess, but that is a lot of lore, not counting what else you have on the board. Mid to late game, this seems like it'd be game changing. Lucky Dime also seems like a really good card in and of itself, and luckily it costs 7 ink to play, but if you do, you can pay 2 ink, exert the card, and choose a character and gain their lore. With the new Robin Hood for Emerald, Flynn Rider his own biggest fan, that's a lot of lore to gain. With these cards, I wonder if the Queen Disguised Peddler may see more play. Then, if you have Audrey Ramirez in play, her ability, you can ready an item you have in play to do it again. So, yeah, that is pretty insane. So with Audrey Ramirez, you can ready the Lucky Dime, and you could then gain the lore off your Robin Hood or Flynn Rider to gain you 8 lore. Wow. And then if you had Magica there, you could also gain 7. That is 15 lore. Wow. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Also, if you have Scrooge McDuck in play, whenever he banishes another character in play, you may play an item for free. So now you can play your Lucky Dime for free, saving your 7 ink for something else. I think moving forward, you're definitely going to see more item removal cards such as Benja, Guardian of a Dragon Gem, or Beast Hard-Headed. Yeah, we're going to definitely need ways to get rid of items. Inklands seems to have a really big theme going on with the items. So again, we're going to be seeing a lot more item removal, I am sure of it. And also we have everyone's favorite Gizmo suit. This is an item that when it's banished will give chosen character +2 resist until the start of the next turn. And I mean, who didn't love Gizmo Duck back in the day? He was my favorite character on the DuckTales. I mean, he was awesome. And please, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, give us a like, as this helps the algorithm, and subscribe to our channel. Now to help combat this massive lore game we see, we have Prince John coming back for Emerald, and this is another card I actually really like. This time though, instead of making your opponent discard cards, he'll be removing opponent's lore with his ability Collect Taxes, which states, every time this character quests, an opponent with more lore than you loses 2 lore. I'm wondering, could we be seeing the beginning of a Lord Lost deck with him teamed up with Aladdin and the new Hey Hey for Ruby, which states, once per turn when this character moves to a location, each opponent loses 1 lore. Then have 4 of the new locations Fang to give resist and ward to anyone located there, and Agrabah, which gives you 2 more at the start of your turn. So you can move your Hey Hey around, bounce him back and forth, reduce your opponent's lore. Yeah, that does seem like a kind of a cool theme. And you could also throw the new location Jolly Roger in there as well, so when you play your Aladdin, he can attack right away to reduce your opponent by 2 lore and you gain 2 lore. Could this be a type of new meta for Inklands? I don't know, but I think it sounds fun and frustrating at the same time. You could also maybe put in Lady Tremaine and her shift version for Ruby and the Aladdin Street Rat to also reduce your opponent's lore and buy you time to play Be Prepared or your other big hitters from Ruby like Lady Tremaine or your Maui or your big Maleficent Dragon. Helga Sinclair is looking very sharp for a villain character for Emerald. For 5 ink to play, she's a 4/4 Floodborn that can shift on 3 ink, and her ability, which is whenever this character quests, you may deal 3 damage to chosen character. This will pair up nicely with the Relentless Beast, and I think you'll see her in mainly Emerald Steel decks, and again pairing her up with Relentless Beast so he can ready himself and sing songs such as Grab Your Swords or Lore multiple times in a turn. I think this is a card you may see in quite a few decks. And what do you guys think? Do you give Helga a yay or an nay? Please let us know in the comments. I am quite curious what people are thinking on these cards. And also for Emerald, we have a new Ursula with an amazing ability. Whenever this character sings a song, you may play that song again from your discard for free, then put it on the bottom of your deck. I'm looking at maybe Prince John discard deck. I can't help it, my brain seems to go there with cards like Sudden Chill, Mother's Knows Best, and you got Grab Your Swords for Steel, or maybe this could be the start of a Amber Emerald meta. That would be cool, something different. Now I want to go over the new Broom characters we'll be getting. We are definitely on our way to getting a Broom themed deck, but is it enough yet? I'm not sure. I don't think we're at the stage for a Broom meta yet, but there's definitely something brewing. Currently we have 16 Broom characters in a deck, plus we can have 4 locations that benefit them to call it the Sorcerer Tower, which lets your Broom characters move there for free, and as an additional bonus gives your characters at that location 1 extra lore. Then we have a couple of new Broom characters coming. We have Magic Broom Fast Cleaner, which has Rush, and when you play this character, you may shuffle all Broom characters from your discard into your deck, giving Sorcerer Mickey more fuel to keep him on coming. And you got another Magic Broom. Now my apologies, this is just through a translation, but its ability reads, when you play this character while you have a sorcerer in play, you can exert opponent's character until next turn. And this will give us 4 Broom characters now. We got a location, and we got Sorcerer Mickey to keep them coming. So again, we're on our way to a Broom deck for those that are big fans of the Brooms. I know there's quite a few people out there. And maybe for items, we can use the new Sorcerer hat for 1 ink. You can exert this card to name a card and then reveal the top card of your deck. And if it's a name card, put it in your hand. Otherwise, put it on top of your deck. So with so many Magic Broom characters, you can just say Magic Broom. You don't need to specify which type, just Magic Broom, as this has been confirmed by Ravensburger. And however, to make sure you really get the right card, you could also use Ursula's Cauldron. That there is a decent combo. I think we'll see a fair amount. So with Ursula's combo, you get to look at the top 2 cards, put 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Now you can use your Sorcerer's Hat. Now for our next few cards, we have something really interesting. We now have our second infinite combo, utilizing Sheriff of Nottingham with the location Bayou and Relentless Beast. The Bayou lets you draw a card and discard a card whenever a character there goes on a quest. And with the Sheriff in play, his ability reads, whenever you discard a card, you may deal 1 damage to opposing character. And with the Relentless Beast in play, you get to ready him whenever a character takes damage. So with this combo, you quest on the Bayou with the Beast, you draw a card, which triggers the Sheriff to do a damage to an opposing character. Then you ready the Beast to quest again. Rinse and repeat until you clear your opponent's board or win the game. Will this be hard to pull off or not? I don't know, but let us know in the comments on what you think about this ability. And could this be our next meta? This is definitely a lot easier to set up than the first infinite combo, which I did a video about, and please check out the link below to find out more. Next we have the new legendary Grama Tala, who is going to help boost those ramp decks. With his ability, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, gain a lore. There has been a lot of new ramp cards added in the Inklands, and we can bet we'll be seeing this. He's a late game character and could be what helps push your way to victory, and if you have a lot of ramp, you should hopefully be able to get him out quite fast. Jim Hawkins is up next with his amazing ability that lets you play a location under the cost of 4 ink for free. If you plan on running a lot of locations, you'll definitely want him in your deck, and you'll also want to put him on his ship, the RLS Legacy, which gives characters located here Evasive. And also, if you have a character here, you may pay 2 less to move a character of yours here. And could this be a better form of the Emerald Ruby Evasive deck? Emerald Ruby has been a pretty decent deck you could do well with on a budget. Could this be enough to make it compete at higher levels? And you guys tell me what you think. Are we going to see a lot more Ruby Emerald Evasive? I kind of hope so. I run a little bit back in the day there. And yeah, it's worked out pretty well for me. So let us know in the comments. I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing a lot of Mr. Hawkins. What do you guys think? And also, what do you think about the cards? What are you most excited for? Do you think anything I mentioned here will be a meta-defining card or no? Would love to hear what people's thoughts are. What crazy deck ideas are you playing around with? Anything I didn't mention, please let me know in the comments. I love hearing all kinds of crazy stuff and looking forward to it. Please check out our other videos where we have pixel-born gameplay, deck guides, news, and unboxing, and please stay tuned as we'll be doing an opening video on the weekend of February 23rd when we get our box of Return into the Inklands, and we'll all see us here back again real soon.